Welcome back to Sao Paulo, Brazil for this match between Denmark and Canada, the semi-final match. Winner will play, now this isn't technically, this winner plays for 5th place and loser plays for 7th place. Canada and Denmark have met 3 times at World Championships, and Canada is 3-0 in those meetings. But these are different teams, different players. Canada has had some turnover in the last World Championship cycle, but they have plenty of experience. They started off 0-3 in this tournament and went to win 2 games back-to-back and won the tiebreaker by 1 try. I'm Dave Mengen. I'm here with Luis Pena.
Yep.
Welcome, Luis.
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, depending where you are. It's good to be here. It's going to be a really nice match. And Canada is undefeated against Denmark in World Championship, but on their last match, Denmark beat Canada in the beginning of the year in the Mushroom Cup. It was 57-42 Canada, but a lot of changes happened since then. So we're going to see what's going to happen.
These teams have a lot of history between each other. Though being so far apart, they don't play quite as often. I think this is going to be a great match. I'm really looking forward to it.
And they both had a lot of tight matches. Canada lost 2-1 by Brazil, won by 2 Netherlands and New Zealand. Denmark had 2 tight matches against Great Britain and France, so they played well this week. We're going to see a really nice wheelchair rugby match.
So we have McClellan, number 3, in the jump circle against Peters, number 11. Denmark in white, Canada in red. Here we go. The referee will step into the circle. And McClellan directs it to Caldwell, who can't pick it up. But McClellan beats Fredrickson, number 10, from Denmark to the line. And scores the first try for Canada. Fredrickson gets it up to Peters. Canada dropping into the key. Patrice Samard all the way to the left, number 15. Cody Caldwell, number 9, in the middle. And Anthony Letourneau, number 21, for Canada on defense. Peters in the corner from Fredrickson. As Fredrickson works that left side, it draws the defense more and more, so that Peters can get open on that far side. Letourneau has McClellan in the corner, takes advantage of that. Jesper Kruger puts his hand up, says he will inbound. Sophie Skobo, number 6, the other Denmark player that's on the floor right now. Fredrickson and Peters attack. Low pointers working their corners. Peters gets in the middle. Fredrickson needs to get over, but Peters has to come out, not enough time. Can only be in that key for 8 seconds. And we have 4 in the key. You cannot have 4 players in the key on defense. They'll give him the penalty try. McClellan up the middle. Passes to Caldwell for the try, making it 3-2 Canada.
Yeah, we can see both teams with their usual lineups and another battle between high-low and balanced lineup.
And both teams have started the same people pretty much all week. Saw that hit by McClellan trying to push the Canadian player across the try line without the ball. That's a penalty, but he was unable to do so. Pass to Caldwell, intercepted. Fredrickson gets it to Peters in the corner. Our first turnover results in a try for Denmark.
Yeah, from Canada can expect more passes as they have balanced lineup. While on Denmark, we will see more either Fredrickson or Peters carrying more the ball, relying on their speed and the work made by the low pointers.
Yeah, they're primarily passing to each other.
Yeah.
Once in a while, you'll see Scobo or Kruger when they're open in the end zone by themselves. The end zone. At the far end of the court by themselves. Fredrickson. Up over the top. Peters pulls it out of the air. Scores a try for Denmark, making it 5-4. Caldwell hits McClellan with the inbound. Picks Peters out of the way. Letourneau going to try and beat Fredrickson. McClellan. Over the line. Peters ducks Simard. McClellan tries to slow him down, can't.
Denmark.
6-5, Denmark. And now Denmark hurrying back to the key. Denmark down a player from the 8-person roster they started with. Two highs and a low left on the bench. All very effective. You will see them in this game, very likely. Peters trying to get into the middle, held out, but Fredrickson finds a corner. Sometimes it's as simple as just drawing that attention to the middle to open up those corners.
Keeping moving the ball in this situation is really important, and having your players well placed inside the key too.
McClellan tried to put a move on Peters there. He didn't bite, but it bought him enough time for Caldwell to get open on the other side. Denmark has hosted 2 of the last 3 World Championships. One in Odense, the other in Vejle, and in between there was one in Sydney, Australia. Fredrickson with the try for Denmark makes it 8-7. Just over halfway through the first quarter. We play 4 8-minute quarters in rugby. Caldwell waiting for Fredrickson to make a decision whether he's going to play the ball or the pass. Fredrickson will wait for the rest of his teammates and attack, running a play here. Over the top to Peters. 4 in the key, penalty try. Simard hit hard by Peters. Letourneau. Gives it back to McClellan, who's running their offense pretty much all week. Works his way through, able to protect the ball while Peters is reaching in there.
And the current score is Canada 9, Denmark 9. It's a tie.
Fredrickson looked at the corner, didn't see it. Samard holds his corner for Canada. Caldwell hit from behind as he defends, and Peters knocks him across the line. And because the ball wasn't going to be scored without that penalty, they will put him in the box. An inbound from the sideline. Peters calls for the inbound. Fredrickson trapped right in front of him, which means one of the low pointers is going to have to do something here. Neither of them is going to be able to get out. He's got Kruger. Oh, Peters able to fight his way through there, despite the trap in the corner. He's hoping to get Kruger there in the box to force Caldwell to inbound.
We have seen Canada dropping back in the key, as they have all this week. So this balanced lineup can provide them conditions so everyone can play on reach roll. As we have McClellan as a primary chaser, he's being so active on defense, can press the ball. But if they need, they can rotate and have everyone playing on reach roll. Kind of the same way.
Fredrickson there, he's faster than Caldwell, but Caldwell had a step on him, and he saw that he didn't have it. You'll see here in the replay. Oh, you're not seeing that. I saw the live feed out of the corner of my eye, so I thought it was a replay. But bit of a delay between the game and what you're seeing. So timeout called with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. It's timeout called by Denmark.
It started the way that we expected. Tied match.
It's really been clean except for the one turnover.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Referee sending the Denmark players back to their bench. They're not allowed to leave until 10 seconds remaining, which they will do now. You hear the horn sound. Jesper Kruger puts his hand up and says, "I will inbound." If nobody is going to pick up that ball and no one declares inbound status, the referee will just put the ball on the ground and blow the whistle and start counting that 8-second to inbound count. Peters attacks the same side he usually does, the right. And Fredrickson comes across and works to the left to try and pull the offense or the defense over and give Peters some space. And it worked that time.
New lineup for Canada.
We have Matt Debley with the ball. Travis Morau now with the ball, and he'll pass it up to Rio Kandakovac. Rio, number 1. The other new player for Canada, Byron Green, number 7. Denmark quickly answering back. 12-11 our score, a minute 28 left.
It was nice from Peter backing up Kandakovac, so they couldn't set up their key properly.
Kandakovac able to collect it without being over and back. It was very close to over and back. Fredrickson puts it up to Peters. Peters going to hit Debley and get rid of him. He didn't want to have to fight for the ball. That's a really smart play from an offense.
Yes.
Get the chair position first so you can pick it up easily.
Yeah.
You don't normally see the defender end up on the floor, but it happens. No harm, no foul.
It was a legal
hit.
contact. Yep.
Totally legal. So Canada inbounding down by 1, but basically only by possession. We're now in the final minute of the first quarter. Debley gets a try for Canada. 45.9 remaining. Fredrickson tries to beat Debley, ducks underneath Scobo. Kruger takes on Morau for him. And Denmark with the try. 31 and a half seconds remaining. And I believe Canada is calling timeout. So let me switch here. Trying to work the last try of the quarter.
And they have a specific lineup for that.
I think most teams do. You want a squad that can handle possession, right? That's least likely to give up the ball. You want a lot of hands out there in this situation so you can pass it around because you're trying to get that last one. So you got to be able to manage the clock as well. And of course, you might use a different line in a situation where you're going to have to pass into the key and score quickly. In this situation, they don't have to do that. They have 31 and a half seconds.
Yeah.
And by using the timeout, kind of makes me feel like they might be trying to score quickly to see if they can get another possession. Because with 31 seconds, they should be able to make it down court.
Yeah.
That is not the case. Double teamed. McClellan gets it to Debley, who also has protection.
They'll play a little keep away until they decide to score.
McClellan has it, gives it back to Debley. Debley trying to protect the ball, but still score. 6 seconds. He has to score because he's in there, right? He has 8 seconds in the key. He can't be there longer than that. And since he was in before the 8 seconds hit on the scoreboard, he had to score. 4 seconds. Fredrickson certainly fast enough. And Debley again on the floor. Gives Denmark the opportunity to score that with an extra player on the court compared to Canada. So we'll finish this one up 15-14. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
A Caixa, toda hora é hora para comprar ou reformar a sua casa.
Para mim é hora de combinar, com as taxas mais competitivas do mercado.
Pra gente, é hora certa para ter mais um quartinho.
É hora de reformar, pra ele ganhar mais espaço.
Hora de me mudar para um canto só meu. Com até 35 anos para pagar.
Conte com a Caixa para comprar, reformar ou ampliar sua casa. Acesse caixa.gov.br/habitação e faça uma simulação. Na Caixa, a casa é sua.
Amigos imparáveis!
Ah, essas pestes imparáveis não tem mais nada pra fazer?
Lancha de torta de chantilly!
Mas o quê?
Ufa, ter a maior piscina do mundo só pra mim. Espera, que isso?
Agora ninguém mais vai roubar a água da cidade.
Quem vai me desafiar?
Os Paramigos!
Tava demorando.
Parece que seu plano virou um croissant mal alçado.
Para amigos imparáveis.
Beyond the game is real emotion. We help to nurture that spark. From grassroots to global stages, we support those shaping the game to keep sport a part of life. Feel the emotion.
Okay, here we go for the second quarter. Just to clarify, that try did not get scored by Denmark at the end of the quarter, so it's 14-14.
They did a good job just slowing down the offense. Didn't have to try to press, to steal or something like that.
Credit the defense of Canada and actually the offensive play that only left enough time for Denmark to get down court but not score. McClellan finally gets out. He's got Caldwell deep if he needs him. That's where he'll go. Peters has a flat, so change that out for him. Get him back rolling. It's much harder to push with a flat tire. Fredrickson getting in a dribble. You can only hold the ball for 8 seconds before you have to either dribble or pass. If you do not, it results in a turnover. Peters is inside. Has to come out. Peters was looking at the back of Samard's chair, wanted to punch it across that line, but Fredrickson got it there. Long pass by McClellan. Caldwell had a little trouble pulling it in. Peters there to meet him. As Cody Caldwell ties it back up. Not scoring that last try for Denmark was really big.
Yeah.
Because they could be up by 2 after a try. Peters across the line before he hits the cone. Lecter no. McClellan marked. Caldwell marked. He'll do the give and go to Samard. Both deuces of Canada in opposite corners. They could only cover one. Canada back to the key. And Denmark's key offense works once again.
Yes, they remain perfect against Canada key defense. No turnover so far. Just that last try attempt.
Yes. And they kind of were defeated by the clock in that situation, right?
Yeah, yes.
But it's strategic. It's an excellent defensive play. They slowed Peterson down as he was working his way down court. I'm sorry, Fredrickson.
Yeah.
And by the time Peters caught up, it was too late.
Yeah.
So, sure, credit to defense. Caldwell trying to get around. Samard gets out of his way. And Canada ties it back up with 5:36 left in the second quarter. This is the first game of the day, so we don't know who each team's opponent will be. But the next game will determine that. Peters again, far right corner. Makes it 19-18. McClellan from Caldwell. Letourneau will back it in slowly. McClellan can't get that corner. Peters stopped him. He pulls it out. Simard and Letourneau hanging on to Peters so that Letourneau can get that corner by himself. McClellan fights his way around Fredrickson. Fredrickson will answer back very quickly once again. Letourneau. Now McClellan will set up a play and attack the key of Denmark. You see Kruger being held out there so that they attack 4-on-3. Makes it much easier.
Yes.
As you can see. Everyone in a pile at this point. Peters, Fredrickson, all tied up. Fredrickson gets out. And they let go of Peters as well. Letourneau slows him down just enough. Peters can't get to the corner this time. Back to Fredrickson. Knocked down.
It's 4 in the key.
Yes, a 4 in the key call. It's a great defensive play, but he was breaking the rules to get there to do it. So in the box goes McClellan. Off go the deuces, Morau and Letourneau. In come Kandakovac and Rossico, number 55.
A more balanced, a more defensive lineup with those two strong defensive chairs.
Peters scores with a player advantage because of the penalty on Canada. So Canada will inbound now, running their semi-high-low. Rossico getting some sort of explanation. Kandakovac gets the pass very low. Had to reach down and pick it up off the ground. With the help of his low pointers, scores that try for Canada, 21-21. Very, very tightly played. Very few turnovers. This is the kind of game that could be decided by a single mistake.
Yes.
So foul called, I believe it's McClellan for making contact as he reached in. Denmark making their first substitutions. Jorgensen, number 3, and Mame, number 5, out there, replacing Kruger and Peters. Mame, number 5. So again, Canada shorthanded here with the man in the penalty box. Fredrickson patiently working his way toward the try line because he has Peters there, forcing the inbound by McClellan. McClellan trying to get out, has Kandakovac, Jorgensen and Peterson there to meet him, but he hangs on as Fredrickson's chair spins around. Gets it over the top, fight for the ball, and they're going to say that McClellan fouled Peterson, trying to break up that pass.
Yeah.
So Mame will inbound from the sideline. Jorgensen inside, but Fredrickson will score the try. Quick give and go. McClellan to Kandakovac. Gets it over to Kandakovac for the try. I don't know if you saw McClellan go out of bounds, and he went backward before he came back on the court because you're not allowed to gain advantage by being out of bounds, so you have to come back on right where you went off, or it will be a penalty.
And not be that close to the ball, so you're not more part of the play anymore.
They'll still call it gaining advantage if the referee sees it, but a lot of times they're not looking at the person who's off in the corner. Jorgensen lets the referee know that the cone was off the mark. Rio Kandakovac will go left so that McClellan and he can spread out. And he hung on to it and walked it in himself. Fredrickson needs to get rid of it. Jorgensen has 2 players in front of him, which means somebody's open. It's Mame. Tapped from behind after the line. He says to the referee, "Hey, watch that. He could hurt me." She heard him. She nodded her head. And a line violation. The veteran Samard just rolled across that line while he was trying to pass. And that'll be a turnover because he went onto the court with the ball.
Oh, yes. While he was looking for the pass, chair moved a little bit and touched the floor.
He was focusing on getting it to the player, and he wanted to get it out, and it kept not being able to. And then when he finally did, his chair had just happened to be moving forward slightly. Timeout called by Canada. 45 seconds left in this quarter. They're down by 2. They desperately want to score the last try here.
Yes, because they have the possession third quarter.
It gives them the opportunity to tie it back up.
Yeah.
That's a big win. The first try and the last try of a quarter. If you take all of them, that's 8. You can put yourself in a position to have possession at the beginning of every quarter. That's 4 right there.
Yeah.
Of course, the tip is a little more up in the air. You don't have a way to manage the clock to try and make that happen. But as we've seen, you can manage the clock all you want, but if you've got timeouts left, which is also a management issue, you can drop it in there depending on who you are and who you're up against. That's Cody Caldwell in the key, scored the try for Canada. 35 seconds. They weren't trying to beat the clock, run the clock down. Jorgensen, though, is going to slow things down. He wants Fredrickson.
They both remain with timeouts enough to try.
It is the second quarter, so they can use all these timeouts and not worry about it. They'll get 3 new ones in the second half. 7 seconds. Mame gets it in, puts Denmark back up by 2, but only 4.8 seconds left, so Canada will have to have a well-designed play here to attack the key of Denmark. So the break free 1 more minute, and if Canada scores too fast or turns it over, Denmark has the opportunity to do the same thing. They've got 2 timeouts left.
Yeah.
This is Canada's last in the first half.
We have some questions asking about what happened between Hasiko and Sophie when the referee talked to Hasiko. We're not able to see.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we can find out during the halftime break.
Yeah.
And if we do, we will let you know for sure. You know, if you have questions or you just want to say hi and where you're from on the chat, we'd love to know who's watching and where you're watching from. I know this is broadcast all over the world, and we've got fans from everywhere of wheelchair rugby. They call it the greatest sport you've never seen. Canada cannot score the try. Caldwell too late at the line. So they will go into the break down by 2. We will take a 10-minute break and come back for the second half. Remember, the winner of this game goes to the 5th place game, loser to the 7th place.
Gostaram do meu novo drone? Imagino que dá pra comprar com 300 milhões. Loto faz na Independência.
Aposte nas lotéricas no app Loterias Caixa ou no site. Sorteio dia 15 de setembro.
Aposte com responsa.
Ah, essas pestes imparáveis não têm mais nada pra fazer?
Deixa de toda de chantilly!
Mais o quê?
Ufa, ter a maior piscina do mundo só pra mim. Espera, que isso? Não!
Agora ninguém mais vai roubar a água da cidade.
Quem vai me desafiar?
Os Paramigos!
Tava demorando.
Parece que seu plano virou um croissant mal alçado.
Para amigos imparáveis.
Com a Caixa, toda hora é hora para comprar ou reformar a sua casa.
Para mim é hora de combinar com as taxas mais competitivas do mercado.
Pra gente, é hora certa para ter mais um quartinho.
É hora de reformar, pra ele ganhar mais espaço.
Hora de me mudar para um canto só meu. Com até 35 anos para pagar.
Conte com a Caixa para comprar, reformar ou ampliar sua casa. Acesse caixa.gov.br/habitação e faça uma simulação. Na Caixa, a casa é sua.
Beyond the game is real emotion. We help to nurture that spark. From grassroots to global stages, we support those shaping the game. To keep sport a part of life. Feel the emotion.
Gostaram do meu novo drone? Imagino que dá pra comprar com 300 milhões. Loto faz da independência.
Aposte nas lotéricas no app Loterias Caixa ou no site. Sorteio dia 15 de setembro.
Aposte com responsa.
Amigos imparáveis!
Ah, essas pestes imparáveis não tem mais nada pra fazer?
Flecha de toda de chantilly!
Mas o quê?
Ufa, ter a maior piscina do mundo só pra mim. Espera, que isso? Não!
Agora ninguém mais vai roubar a água da cidade.
Quem vai me desafiar?
Os Paramigos!
Tava demorando.
Parece que seu plano virou um croissant mal alçado.
Para amigos imparáveis.
Com a Caixa, toda hora é hora para comprar ou reformar a sua casa.
Para mim é hora de combinar com as taxas mais competitivas do mercado.
Pra gente, é hora certa pra ter mais um quartinho.
É hora de reformar, pra ele ganhar mais espaço.
Hora de me mudar pra um canto só meu. Com até 35 anos pra pagar.
Conte com a Caixa para comprar, reformar ou ampliar sua casa. Acesse caixa.gov.br/habitação e faça uma simulação. Na Caixa, a casa é sua.
Beyond the game is real emotion. We help to nurture that spark. From grassroots to global stages, we support those shaping the game to keep sport a part of life. Feel the emotion.
Welcome back to São Paulo, the World Championships semi-final between Canada and Denmark. Denmark in the lead by 2. Canada with the first try puts them back within 1. Winner of this game will play for 5th place. Their opponent is being decided after this game, right on this court.
Is it France or Netherlands?
France will be back at full strength, so they will be a tough opponent. Into the middle, Peters catches it, fouled. He was fouled, but they call it 4 in the key before the foul. Because it's not really a foul if the ref doesn't see it, right?
Yeah.
Caldwell. He's got McClellan up there. Pass a little bit short, but McClellan able to pick it up and score the try for Canada.
When you play with enough space, even if the pass is not perfect, players are still able to catch it and score.
Canada had a chance to score at the very end of the second quarter, and we're just shy, although Denmark did exactly the same thing right before. So kind of balanced out. Simard committed to the middle and left Fredrickson the corner, the near corner. Caldwell with the quick give and go to Simard, gets around Scobo, fires it ahead to McClellan. It's interesting, we didn't see much of McClellan being up top last time around. Both teams running that same line they started with. Fredrickson trying to create some space. Knocked down by Caldwell, caught, passed to McClellan quickly. Scobo got her arm in there. How is that not a foul? He's holding onto her arm with his arm. Should have been a foul on Scobo. Fired ahead before the 12-second count. And now Canada has 24 seconds. Gets it to McClellan, and that turnover brings us to a tie game.
It was their first one.
McClellan was looking at the ref like, I got her arm, what are you doing? So crazy. Either she didn't see it or she didn't feel like there was contact, but usually if you go underneath, you're gonna get called on that most of the time. Score the try for Denmark. Very low turnover game. As long as both teams can maintain their composure, this will come down to whoever has the ball last.
Yeah.
And whether or not they can score before time expires. McClellan got his hand in there, but not enough to get a jump or a held ball. McClellan left the court.
Kruger has been good, sealing those cones to the high pointers to score.
That is something that is drilled into our heads. You practice working those corners over and over again.
Yeah.
And when you get to this level as a low pointer, you need to know how to do that and do it well. Oh, Letourneau lost it as Peters reached. He's running out of time on the 12-second clock. And he tried to get it over, but too late. So a turnover by Canada. And Canada will bring out a completely fresh line.
Yeah, when you play
Kovac, Morau, Rodriguez, and Debley are in for Canada.
Yeah, I would say that when you play high pointers defenders that can be so active on defense, you gotta move the ball as fast as you can.
Peterson, Fredrickson, Peters is out. Jorgensen is in with Mame. Try scored by Fredrickson. I don't know why I keep doing that. It looks like Mame is going to the box. Let's see if we can see what the call is by watching the official. Oh,
His
foul.
hand was stuck into the Canadian's chair, to Kanakova's chair.
Can't touch the chair. But apparently you can touch your teammate's chair. Dabley's across. Morau sets the pick and roll. Candid Kovac gets the try. Puts Canada back within one.
We take all the fans, interact with us, the chat. We see people from Montreal, Hungary, and Denmark. Happy to see you all of us, and hope that you can stay because we had a lot of wheelchair rugby today.
These games are the teams that have bubbled up to the top. The top 4 will play this afternoon. The middle 4 are what you're going to see in this game and the next game. And the bottom 4 are playing for their position next door. The 11th place is going on right now between Brazil and New Zealand.
It's in quarter break between first and second. We can update the score as soon as they come back.
Kanda Kovac gets the try for Canada. Canada looking to make a line change. Fredrickson bringing it up. Jorgensen and he's switching sides. Now they'll attack together. Back again goes Fredrickson. Looking for a place to go. Running out of time on the shot clock. It's down to 12. Jorgensen unable to pull it in. Kanda Kovac out front. Debley hanging on. He waited to make that pass. That was a little dangerous. Fredrickson almost got that knocked down.
Really important for Canada because they had 2 turnovers minutes ago. So it was good them to recover at least 1 in this quarter.
And they're back within 1. Scobo into Mame. And Fredrickson dives under the pile to create some space for himself. Now met at the line. Mame makes the pick to keep him from getting stuck. Great pass to get him off the give and go. I'm sorry, the over and back. He knew he was going to end up being bumped across that line. Jorgensen inside. Screens off Debley. Lots of hands in there, but Fredrickson able to get that pass to Jorgensen. Morau has to do the give and go. Knocked down by Jorgensen, but Debley able to pick it up. Morau now deep. Kanda Kovac on the other side. Debley hanging on to it. And he'll do a quick blast to Morau, who's sitting in the corner waiting in case he was needed.
Denmark is able to create some struggle to this Canada offense on those give and go situations.
Kanda Kovac doing a great job on Jorgensen. Creates a loose ball picked up by Rodriguez, but he could not get it out of his lap. So it was a turnover, but it ended up being a turnover right back. Great play transitioning to defense by Denmark to make sure that Canada didn't get to hang on to that. Rosico in the close corner. Samard wants to be at the other one, but he was held out of there by Peters, number 11. Both teams shaking up their lines a little bit. Rosico. Welling gets it ahead to Kanda Kovac. Sends it right back. Canada back within 1. A minute 23 left in the third. Really fortunate for Denver that that turnover did not result in a Canadian try. Kandakovac goes over. Peters gets the try. McClellan, one of those guys with a reciprocating push. Left, right, left, right. Most people don't push that way. It's hard to do unless you have trunk.
Yeah.
It's that contact before the whistle. She called it against Canada. You get one warning call of that per half. Rosico trying to push Fredrickson as far outside as he can so that he could get some help come over. McClellan couldn't get there. And Kovac gets out. Quickly scores a try for Canada with 32.3 seconds remaining. Denmark will not call timeout. Fredrickson, patient. They want to score the last one. They also get the ball coming out. Right? We didn't have a held ball this quarter?
Canada, yeah.
Scobo holding her corner. Peters couldn't get inside. He throws it to Scobo, who scores the try.
Nice catch from Scobo.
As time expires. It was a great play. So we will go into the final break. 39 Denmark, 37 Canada. We'll take a 3-minute break, and we'll find out who advances to the 5th place game and who advances to the 7th place game.
Gostaram do meu novo drone? Imagino que dá pra comprar com 300 milhões. Loto faz na Independência.
Aposte nas lotéricas no app Loterias Caixa ou no site. Sorteio dia 15 de setembro.
Aposte com responsa.
Amigos imparáveis!
Ah, essas pestes imparáveis não tem mais nada pra fazer.
Lanche de torta de chantilly!
Mais o quê?
Ufa, ter a maior piscina do mundo só pra mim. Espera, que isso?
Agora ninguém mais vai roubar a água da cidade.
Quem vai me desafiar?
Os Paramigos!
Tava demorando.
Parece que seu plano virou um croissant mal assado.
Para amigos imparáveis.
Beyond the game is real emotion. We help to nurture that spark. From grassroots to global stages, we support those shaping the game. To keep sport a part of life. Feel the emotion.
Faz falta na rotação.
I hope you're ready because this one is hot. Denmark leads Canada by 2, and they start the quarter with the ball. Again, winner plays for 5th place tomorrow. Fouled inside is Peters. He will get the try. Caldwell goes deep, drags Peters with him. McClellan having trouble picking it up, able to hang on to the ball, but can he keep his chair under control? Yes. Lots of pressure there from Peters, trying to create a turnover. One turnover can either motivate one team to come back or the other to get far enough away that maybe they won't have. Oh, no. That is not a spin. Peters goes over, and that's a turnover. So that turnover, that could send Canada the adrenaline they need to get up and catch up.
Yeah, it was legal.
Yeah, you saw it when he hit him. I think it's just a matter of he was leaning forward because he wasn't going to get to the ball anyway.
Yeah, no.
He wanted to get to the ball. He was going to do everything he could to get to the ball. But when that contact is made and your weight is that far forward, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
He's fine. He's not hurt. But he's also wasn't on his wheels, so there was no way he could do anything at that point.
We say hi to some friends from New Brunswick, Canada, which is the hometown of McClellan.
It's a province, but yes.
Yeah. Sorry, province.
I've never been to New Brunswick. I'd like to go sometime. So both teams have scored 1. We've already got a timeout. So I'm guessing the Denmark coach called it in order to kind of get his team settled so that they don't have a flurry of turnovers. Rossico with a great bump pass right into the hands of McClellan at half court. And the difference is 1.
It was really important to Denmark to score the last try on 3rd quarter.
Absolutely. Fredrickson having a lot of trouble with this Canadian defense. Rossico comes out to meet him. Peters tries to keep him out. And in Peters goes for the try.
He's done great on this game, opening space to Fredrickson, either carry the ball or pass to him.
McClellan not going to make it to the corner. The Tourneau gets over there trying to get Peters out of the way. Caldwell waiting in the other corner. Makes it 41-40. Peters trying just to get it out of his lap. Bobbled a little bit there by Fredrickson. Throws it ahead to Kruger. Kruger knows he's not going to be able to score it on his own, but if he gives it to Peters, he will. 42-40.
And now we can see Canada pressing, doing more press defense, try to do something different because they need turnovers on this quarter.
Their key has been working well so far this quarter. Oh, the Tourneau came down low by his feet, was able to hang on to it and keep his chair on the court. So Canada gets away with one there. And Canada calls timeout. It's interesting. Hi, Joost. Joost did commentary in Denmark the last time World Championships happened.
Okay.
He actually did in-stadium announcement.
Okay.
And I worked on the crew that did the live stream.
And have more people all around Canada. Hi to people from Edmonton, Alberta.
Actually, Joost and I worked together on some games too. I'm not sure where that was, where we sat in the broadcast booth together, but shout out to him for another commentator, a rugby player, and clearly a fan. So we'll get back to action here with Denmark inbounding. Peters gets away from Samard. Kruger up deep. Foul by McClellan. He's not happy with it, but he's not arguing with the referee, which is the right thing to do. I'm not sure if that's I'm not happy with the call or I'm not happy with the fact that I just did that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he got the arm pretty good. So Denmark transitioning some of their players to defense, specifically Kruger.
Important to take the opportunity, attacking 4 and 3, and set up their defense first, or at least try to.
Now they're trying to think about what they want Scobo to do and where they want her. As he scores that try, making it 43-41. McClellan quickly fires it in. Tries to get around Kruger, he does. While Kandakovac works up the right. McClellan has Samard to slow down Fredrickson and keep him away from the advancing ball. Fredrickson gets around. Peters held, but Fredrickson coming hot, takes the pass. Makes it 44-42. Rosico. Kandakovac ducks underneath. Very good at using his low pointers. Now in the corner, McClellan. Fredrickson behind Scobo. Kandakovac tries to slow him down. Now Canada retreats to the key. Samard goes after him. Taken out by Scobo. Can't get back to the key. Kruger gets it on the other side. Makes it 45-43. Just 4 minutes left in this game. Canada scoring the try that makes it 45-44. They need a turnover if they're going to be able to tie this thing up. Fredrickson looking for Peters. Peters gets around. Samard tries to beat him to the cone, does, but he makes a turn and gets by McClellan and Samard. 46-44. Kandakovac kind of slows up Peters, going backward a little bit. Gets Rosico the option to get to him. He pulls back and gives it to McClellan. McClellan will set up a play here. Now Kovac where he wants to be. Rossico opens up the corner.
Yes.
And gets McClellan inside for the try. Fredrickson streaking up court. Rossico and Samard trying to stop him. McClellan the closest. Peters gets in there. Not going to be available right now, though. Fouled by McClellan. I felt like Canada was in a good defensive position, and that reach just took them out of it. So Denmark will take advantage of this man advantage. And Canada goes back to their starters.
Except that Rossico stays.
Oh, Rossico
while
stays in.
Left. Yeah.
He's been playing well.
Yes.
Fredrickson patiently waiting for Peters to get set up.
He's been playing all game long.
I don't think he's come out for a second, has he?
I don't think so.
Fredrickson? Yeah, their team runs around him. He's kind of the center. Kruger just got a little piece of McClellan's chair, and he wasn't able to keep going. But when the defense went after Letourneau, McClellan was able to get away. Say it all the time. Sometimes you just have to get the ball out of your hands to get everybody to leave you alone. Go from being trapped to open. Caldwell trying to get to the corner. Rossico out. Kruger has a corner. And Fredrickson finds it. 2 minutes remain in this game. Can Denmark hold on and play for fifth? Or will Canada come back, force overtime? Caldwell. Puts it across for Canada. 1:47 remaining. Canada calls timeout, and it looks like they're going to go switch lines again. They need to create a turnover, and if they feel like this is the line that's the best to do it, then that's what they'll do.
Yep.
They're really down by one and possession of the ball, so they can tie it up with a turnover.
Yes.
And if you get to overtime, then you start with a jump, and you never know what's going to happen in overtime. I mean, overtime can be as simple as 2 tries per team, as many as 5, 6.
Yeah.
Just depends on the defense, depends on the, if you have turnovers, although we have not seen many turnovers in this game.
And just before we come back, just shout out to Germany. We got some German friends watching.
Right on. I'll be in Germany in November for the Lions game.
Oh, it's nice.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It'll be cold, but...
Really expecting the Germany-Colombia match, which is going to happen at 11:30 for
I think that's going to be a great game.
Yeah.
Peters gets a try for Denmark. 1:38. Both teams have scored 10 in this quarter. Try scored Canada. That's McClellan again. Kovac and Rossico working on Peters. He gets away. Fredrickson tosses it ahead to Kruger. Kruger will be able to score it this time.
And in fact, this lineup brought Canada some turnovers in third quarter.
Rossico is can be good for a couple of turnovers sometimes. McClellan hangs on. Chair turned sideways by Fredrickson there. Peters diving down low. Rossi Coe met by Kruger, allowing Peters to get out. That was great there by Kruger to come onto the court and set that pick, because otherwise Peters would have been trapped and had to try and find a pass. Kandakovac. Got a little help there from Rossi Coe. Kruger's got his hand in there. Ball's ahead to Simard. Simard doesn't want to hang on to it. He's going to try and get it out. McClellan goes after it. Now it's on the ground. Fredrickson was trying to get it. Reaching in. And the foul. Fredrickson will go to the box. McClellan was moving that ball around, trying to create a foul, and finally did.
Yeah, a lot of contact over there.
So Canada setting up on the box. They want Fredrickson to inbound. 18 seconds left. They'll probably use a timeout and advance the ball. That's what they do. So Denmark will go to the bench. Canada will go to the bench. And Denmark is going to try and score a try here. Now,
actually, they don't need to.
They don't need to. But if they score a try, then Canada will be down by 2. It'll be really hard.
With just one timeout remaining.
But you're right. They could just possess the ball for 18 seconds. Canada needs to be careful, right? They want to create a turnover if they can, but if they get a penalty, then it's over.
Yeah.
Right? It's 4-on-3. Playing keep away is going to be really easy, even though you get really primarily 2 ball handlers. Although Canada in that same situation with 2 primary ball handlers. So they're going to try and make it so that Denmark can't inbound. Scobo, though, working hard to get Fredrickson open. He is open. Ball's on the court. He's out there with Mame and Jorgensen. Hanging on to the ball, trying to knock him out of bounds. Jorgensen has it with 8 seconds. Protecting it. Reaching in is Simard, trying to get a jump. Foul coming. Simard made contact a couple of times. I don't know. Kandakovac came in there pretty hot. Looks like he's the one that's going to serve the penalty. And with 0.9 seconds, I think this one's over. I mean, there's a chance that Canada could keep this from getting inside, but McClellan is playing Jorgensen solo, and they throw it into Scobo for the win. Denmark defeats Canada for the first time in World Championship competition to play for 5th place here in São Paulo.
Yes, what a game. It happened what we expected, a tying match, and both teams are really good. Denmark is here for detail. They had really tight matches against France and Great Britain. So, yeah, they play high level. They have been playing high level. So it's Canada, that they lost 4 key players in the past few years, and they had to rebuild, and they did great in this tournament too.
They certainly did, and they did a good job of using many of those players previously, so they were ready for this, because everybody knows transition is coming in your team. And for Canada to start off 0-3, win 2 games, win the tiebreak, and play so well in this game, they should be proud of themselves. It was just a very tight, clean game. Denmark made less mistakes.
Yes. And it was tough for them being here without their coach. It's not easy. And they lost Lisdal, so they had 2 lineups.
Yeah,
they could rotate more.
Those are real factors, right? Lisdal gives people rest. She also added a dynamic to the line that they didn't have.
Yeah.
And not having your coach, you know, you train all this time and get ready, not having your coach there to make those adjustments. So good for Denmark. Congratulations to them and to Canada. Canada will play for 9th. We don't know their opponent yet, but we will find out in about 2 hours.
Yes. Actually, congratulations and thank you for both teams for bringing us an amazing game.
So coming up next, it'll be the Netherlands taking on France. And France had a player that disqualified from the last game. He will be available for this game, so France will be very tough.
Yes. But Netherlands, they started really well against Japan. So it's going to be a tough match.
But now we will see Joppa interview the player of the match.
Yeah.
And I think this player probably won't be a surprise to anyone, as he never left the court.
Yeah.
He was really crucial, both offensively and defensively. All right, let's go down to Joppa for the interview.
Here with the player of the match, Sebastian Fredriksson. Congratulations. So, in some close games in the group phase, now you guys kept fighting and still fighting for the 5th place. So, what can you tell me about this game or the expectation for the next one?
It was a tough game. We are pretty equal with Canada. We know it will be close. But we had a good start, and that kind of changed it. We were in front a little bit, and that gave us the motivation. Yesterday was a shitty day, and today we just got a new day, and we have a new game tomorrow, and yeah, it's been awesome.
Eu perguntei para ele sobre como foi aí, porque eles perderam jogos apertados na fase de grupos, mas eles ainda agora estão disputando o 5º lugar. E aí ele falou que ontem foi um dia ruim, mas hoje foi um dia melhor. E eles conseguiram melhorar e focar. E também falou que sabia que hoje seria um jogo bem apertado contra o Canadá, porque eles sabem que o nível é bem próximo. E foi basicamente isso, assim. So, thank you, and back to you, Aranha and Dave.
All right, well, that wraps this match between Canada and Denmark. Well, like you said, we'll be back in a half an hour for Netherlands-France. Going on the other court is Brazil.
At halftime, it's going to decide all the places for the championship. And thank you very much for watching us, interacting with us, and stay tuned for more.